But the gold medals are spread over 7 different countries, and that makes us really, truly an international sport. Just a quick look at what we've got ahead here. We've got 5 weight categories today. The men's plus 100 kilograms, round of 16. We've got the under 70 kilograms for ladies, quarterfinals, and then we've got the plus 100 kilos quarterfinals. Under 90 kilograms semi-finals, it's all semi-finals after that. Under 70 kilograms, under 100 kilos, and plus 100 kilos semi-finals. To finish off the first session, that's this morning's session, and that's what we're going to do, and we're going to see lots of judo action. This crowd over the last 2 days have been absolutely amazing, and well, what can I say? Lots of judo players in the crowd, because in Brazil it's a very, very popular sport. About 2.5 million to 3 million people practice judo in Brazil, so very well educated sport crowd when it comes to judo. And this is our first fight then, the men's plus 100 kilograms. It's preliminary matches that are being fought first off, and first of all we have William Montero of Venezuela against Hamza Nadri of the Islamic Republic of Iran. These are our first fights in the heavyweight category. These are the heavyweights, I can tell you. And well, we have 3 classifications in Paralympic Judo, and it's for the visually impaired, and that's the disability, and it is all about the classifications all being together. Every one of them, B1, B2 and B3, are all grouped in together into each of the weight categories, and the reason for that is that they wouldn't have enough fighters if they did it any other way, if they split them into the B1, B2, B3. I'll explain a little bit more about the classifications as we carry on, and I can tell you now that William Montero is a B1 classification, and B1 classification is complete blindness, and it's indicated by a red circle on the judo gi. B2, B3s, generally no light perception in either eye, and well, low visibility, low usable vision is the way they explain B2 and B3. No light perception at all for B1, so completely blind, but as you can see, each of the fighters being led out into the middle of the mat. And the difference, there's some differences to the start of the contest because they bring them together, they grip them up, they have to start off gripped up, and that means that then the line judges, who are normally not allowed on the mat, they're off, they're behind the tables and operating the video replay system, but in this case they are on the corners of the matted area. They escort them off, they escort them on to the area. And the referee, it's their job to make sure that they're gripped up in a satisfactory way, and well, it gets a little bit technical, and I'll point that out as we carry on through the day, but it does get a little bit technical because it's all about gripping in judo, and a lot of the techniques come from the grips that we have. So you have a comfortable grip, one that you can throw off, and then you're straight away into the action. So Hajime called, and we're into our first match then of this third day of competition. The heavyweights plus 100 kilograms. Montero is in white, and Nadri of Iran is in blue. Main aim, to throw our opponents flat on their back with force, hold them on their back for 20 seconds, we'll get a nip on as well. Arm lock or strangle for a submission. 3 different ways on the ground to win, but it all starts from a standing position. Well, they'll have to attack. They're gripped up. They have about, well, 30 to 40 seconds time period that they've got to attack in, and if they don't attack within that allotted time, then they can get penalties, and we get a Judo which will go on the board. It'll be a little yellow flag that will go up onto your board there, 4 of those, and it's disqualification on Sakamaki, so they don't want to accumulate any of those if they can help it. I'll point that out as well as we carry on. So now Nadri trying his best to get the overhand grip. 5th place in London. Nadri just lost for 3rd place. Changing from left to right as well, which is interesting, Nadri. There really isn't a preference, left or right. That's going to be a score. Yuko scored and takes him over there. A nice Uchimata. Nadri right the way up the middle with the leg and has to get the balance central as he can anyway, and he took his opponent over flat while on his side. So any part of the upper body side that makes contact with the mat, that's a Yuko scored. If you roll them onto their shoulders, it's a Wazari, and if you throw them with force onto their back, it's an Ippon. 3 main scores that you need to look out for. Referee shouting Jogai as they just go towards the edge of the area. Gives them time to turn back in towards the centre of the yellow matted area. So listen out for the Jogai. So as they approach, gives them time just to readjust, pull back to the middle. Now Montero has to do something. He needs to score back. 5-minute contest for the men, 4 for the ladies. And that's going to be a score. Is that going to be an Ippon? Yes, it is. Osodagari, and drives his opponent onto his back there, cleanly onto his back as well. Well, he latched onto the leg, drove off the back leg. So Ippon to Nadri, he'll go through. First fighters that we're seeing here having to fight in the last 16, the round of 16, should I say. Taking through to the quarterfinals. Have a look how he throws the leg up the middle. This was the Yuko. See how he lands on this side. And this is the Osodagari there, just latches onto the leg there, drives off the back leg, takes his opponent flat on his back. So 2 really good examples there where we could see the scoring. Great control of the upper part of the body as well, Nadri. What a great start for him. Second contest of the plus 100 kilograms category. This time it's Uzbekistan against the USA. Ajan Tuledibaev of Uzbekistan in white against Benjamin Goodrich of the United States of America. Straight away when they say Hajime there, they go into defensive stance because that's when there's a danger of being thrown. Now, transition in to groundwork. Is he underneath the neck? He looks to me as if he's underneath the neck there. If he can apply pressure to the side of the neck or across the throat, the whole idea is to try and get a submission, but Goodrich does well to defend. Needs to get up from there, doesn't need to stay there, I don't think. Tuledibaev taking his opponent to ground. The transition from standing to ground, very, very important in judo. Able-bodied or whether it's visually impaired, tactics are the same. You score in the same way. And, well, you could say that the gripping is different because they're having to grip up straight away, but have a look how, as soon as the referee says hajime, they readjust the grips. They have to keep two hands on. That's going to be a Yuko score there. Tuledibaev, same technique that we just saw for Ippon there by Nadri. Latches onto the outside of the leg, drives his opponent over, and Goodrich does well to avoid the Ippon. So a Yuko to Tuledibaev. Well, plus 100 kilograms means exactly that. Some of these guys can be up to 160 kilograms. There could be a massive difference, some just over the 100 kilogram mark. That's going to be another Yuko, is it? Not quite. Tuledibaev, first place in Colorado Springs in the World Championships. He'll be trying to add this title, the Paralympic title, to that world title. Also first place in the Asian Para Games. So good form, and Goodrich knows that he's up against it, but doing well. That's it, all over. Well, just waited for the right moment, didn't he? Tuledibaev had control. Two big Ippons then in this heavyweight division. So he's going to go through now to fight Zakiev of Azerbaijan in the quarterfinal stage. Well, excellent stuff. What a start to this heavyweight division. Have a look at the rotation. Well, it starts off as an Oguruma, turns into Sodo Makakomi. It's a winding throw. Look at the control of the leg there. Look at the control of the sleeve that he has. And that big right hand of his just winds around. Excellent technique. The world champion is on the way. Tuledibaev of Uzbekistan. What a tournament the Uzbeks are having. Well, third match in the heavyweight division. And it's the first time that we will have seen Kento Masaki of Japan Hayran of Turkey will be wearing white. B3 classification, B2 Masaki. You can see a slight difference in size there. But not always that important, because you can get underneath the opponent as well. So sometimes height can be an advantage, sometimes it can work against you. Paralympic champion from London. Now, left-handed fighter, Masaki. There it is, it's all over. Brilliant technique. Well, I was going to say he was setting him up right from the off there. And Masaki there, Oguruma, just latches onto the knee, rotates through there. Hayran didn't stand a chance. Well, the Paralympic champion wanted to just show everybody that he's going to be defending his title, and he's going to do it in style. Watch out, everybody. Came third in the World Championships, so he'll be wanting to put that right. This time, height was an advantage there. Straight onto the knee, Oguruma. And cleanly onto his back there for the Ippon. Didn't stand a chance, did he? Well, they say with force, and it doesn't get much more forceful than that. This heavyweight division, really something. It's really going to hot up as well as we get through to the quarterfinals. We'll join them a little bit later. There's confirmation there. Kento Masaki through to the quarterfinal stage. Now on to the women's under 70 kilograms. Nicolette Szabo of Hungary against Lucija Breskovic of Croatia. Szabo in white, Breskovic of Croatia is in blue. They're both left-handed fighters, holding predominantly left. Doesn't mean that they can't throw to the right as well. Often we get fighters that will hold one way, throw the other, and vice versa, and some, of course, that can throw both sides quite naturally. They need two hands on. Sianagi there from Szabo. Sianagi very low, shoulder throw. A lot of that in judo, where they drop right the way underneath the opponent. So anybody that's just joined us, Olympic judo is visually impaired. B1, B2 and B3s, they're all in together. There are 13 weight categories, a little bit different than able-bodied because we have 7 weight categories in the men, only 6 in the ladies. Just because of numbers, I think. Well, she's looking busy, isn't she? Breskovic taking the fight to Szabo. Well, because they can't focus on the line, the edge of the yellow area, Zhou is the command that the referees use all the time. As they start to approach the edge, Zhou is shouted out so that they can rotate back in towards the centre. Doesn't always happen that way, of course. trying to get the hand over the top. It should be better with an inside grip. Szabo being the smaller of the two. Changes it to the left. That's what I was talking about. Right-handed stance, changes it to the left. 4-minute contest for the ladies. B2 classification, Szabo. B3, Breskovic. Coming up to halfway, just over halfway. When it gets to the last minute, we'll hear a buzzer that will indicate 1 minute to go. We have got two mats going on. This is going to be an arm lock situation here. Breskovic in with a chance here of taking the arm out. Too tight, so she suddenly decides to go for a hold down. She'll need to get that leg out if she's going to start the clock and the 20 seconds. Well, if I was her, I'd concentrate on the arm, but let the head come up, pressure onto the arm and to the head at the same time. So a lot of effort going into this groundwork exchange, coming up to the last minute. Referee will only let it go on if it's progressive, so stands them up. Well, I can tell you, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of power, a lot of strength to attack on the ground, certainly for that amount of time, and it can work against you, so you have to decide whether you pursue with it or whether you let it go. The referee made the decision for her. Oh, there is a Brazilian on deck on the other mat. That's what crowd are enjoying at the moment. So it's Judo, first Judo up, first penalty. It's the little yellow flag there you see, it's gone up to Szabo. Not attacking, it's all Breskovic at the moment. Sianagi this time, that's going to be a Wazari, is it? Well, I thought that was a Wazari, but Ippon given. The line judges haven't moved, but I thought that it rolled onto the back as opposed to hitting the mat with absolute force, but the Ippon has gone up. Are they going to change it? It's gone to video referee, that's for sure. So it has been changed. It's been changed to a Wazari from an Ippon. So now she's going to have to fight on. Szabo thought it was all over there because of the call from the referee there, but Breskovic now has another chance. It was a great shoulder throw, went all the way over. A little bit of discussion, line judges there just trying to decide. I think one of the line judges is saying that one of the athletes touched the legs. You're not allowed to touch below the belt line at any time during a throw. And now we might see Szabo getting disqualified here. So this is one of the main points, I think, that is not right about the below the belt rule. I think they should give them the benefit of the doubt, and I think they should let them carry on, but that's my opinion. It's one of the rules that after the Olympics and the Paralympic Games have finished, that is going to be discussed as to how much we can actually touch the legs, or at what occasions we can touch the legs or below the belt lines. at the moment. You can't use it, you can't touch it during a throw, defense, or as a counter-attack. So they're going to look at it very, very carefully and then make a decision on it. It could be either a Wazari up to Szabo, and that's exactly what it is, and they've decided to let it carry on. So I'm really glad about that. But Breskovic breathes again. It's not an ippon. Right-handed stance, the Hungarian, and then in for the left shoulder throw, right the way underneath every time. Breskovic now obviously knows it. She'll start to defend towards it. She's here to fight though, Breskovic. Trains at the Kostela Judo Club in Croatia. Studied philosophy, religious and theological studies. Oh, she's been countered. She's been countered. That's at least a Yuko, is it? It's Wazari ippon. She gets a second score for that, and what happened was Breskovic came in for a technique. Szabo counteracted the technique and took her onto her shoulders, rolled her onto her shoulders. It was a second Wazari, so she wins by ippon.
Quarterfinals for women under 70 kilos.
There's the Sianagi. Rolled her onto her back, so it wasn't with full force. Anything that rolls means it's a Wazari as opposed to an ippon. So good decision there from the judges. There's the second one. Again, rolls her onto her shoulders. Wazari, two Wazaris make an ippon. But when we look at the scores, we see the Yukos. You can get as many Yukos as you want. But actually, two Wazaris do make an ippon. They're the only things that are cumulative. Next matchup, still with the ladies under 70 kilograms. Alana Martins Maldonado from Brazil against Natalie Greenhough from Great Britain. Natalie Greenhough was, well, she only learnt that she'd made the Paralympic Games. She was a late entry because of the Russian situation and the fact that they're not here. Here she is now battling it out. Oh, is that an overthrow? It's a Wazari. Martins of Brazil takes her over. Uchimata. Well, it's indicating an ippon there, and I thought it was an overthrow, so that might possibly be changed to a Wazari. Natalie Greenhough, is she going to have another chance? So just a Yuko in it, so she does. It's downgraded to a Yuko. It was a complete overthrow, so quite rightly so too. Thank goodness for the video referee. Martins Maldonado, a Yuko ahead. Looking again for the Uchimata. Greenhough needs to get out of there. Needs to use the right hand for defense. Uchimata again. Well defended there by Natalie Greenhough. Need to attack as well, having a head completely controlled at the moment. And it's going to be it. Is that going to be another Yuko? Didn't quite land on her side this time. Did well to turn out of that one. From the Crawley. Well, from Cameron Club in Crawley. Have all her supporters there. Shouting her on. She gets a Shido. Lisa Harrison will be watching with great interest, as will all of the Qumran Judo Club. Great opportunity. She is a Paralympian. Just to be here, to walk up onto that stage, very, very difficult, especially when you're fighting the whole of the Brazilian crowd as well. Uchimata again. Now attacking on the ground, Martins. Well, Natalie Greenhough has come here to fight, and that's exactly what she's doing. 22 years of age. B2 classification, both of these athletes B2. It's all about visually impaired. Paralympic Judo. Trains University of Wolverhampton as well. So it's a left against right here. Brazilian, very rangy and trying to get the inside grip, trying to dominate the head of Greenhough. Looking all the time for the Uchimata. To keep her head up. It's going to be a second penalty, I think, for Greenhough. Gets the second Shido up on the board. Well, it's easy, isn't it, to look and think, well, just needs to get her head up, but that's easier said when you've got somebody like Martins Maldonado pulling it down. Now she's starting to move. And really giving it a fight here. Well, she's going to need... That's an overthrow again. I thought that was a Wazari. I thought an overthrow again, but... Well, she gets the Ippon. The crowd, they agree with the referee. Well, Martins gets the Ippon. Martins goes through to the next round. And Greenhough will have to wait and see to see whether she comes back in the repechage. Tried to wrap herself around the outside of the leg, but Martins just rotates on it, takes her over, flat on her back for the ippon. Confirmation. Martins Maldonado of Brazil, keeping the Brazilian crowd happy. Well, it's all happening. Carioca 3 Arena, it really is. What a start to the morning. Stay with the under 70 kilograms for the ladies. Rahimova of Uzbekistan against Ruvalcaba Alvarez of Mexico. Ruvalcaba Alvarez is in the blue and Rahimova of Uzbekistan in white. And it's all over. That's it. Seconds. That's the fastest one so far. 4 seconds that took. Well, it was Ruvalcaba Alvarez with the technique, and she scores the ippon. It was her in white. And that was a very, very quick contest indeed. 4 seconds, just 4 seconds with that Oguruma, and it was all over. She's through to the next round. She looked very confident as she was coming out. Big smile there on coach's face. Oguruma onto the knee, rotates her opponent over, and Rahimova didn't know what hit her. All over in 4 seconds.
Wearing the blue judogi for Venezuela, the 2008 Paralympic champion. Soazo.
Well, all action, it really is. So this next quarter-final match, Zhou Yuan, People's Republic of China, 3rd place in the Paralympics in London, 3rd place, 5th place in Beijing, 2nd in the World Championships. Here she is against Naomi Soazo of Venezuela. Soazo, an Paralympic champion from 2008, 5th place in 2012. Straight into the attack straight away. Left-handed fighter, Soazo. Well, she was Paralympic champion, but in the weight below, in under 63 kilograms. Now fighting at the heavier weight, of course. Happens a lot with a lot of the athletes. They'll fight 2 different weights. Sometimes they'll lose the weight. Sometimes they go through the weights and end up at the heavier weight category. Zhou Guy, the referee, shouting as they approach the edge of the area. That gives them an idea that they're near the edge of the area. Remember, this is visually impaired judo. All of these athletes visually impaired from B1 all the way through to B3. All grouped together. 13 weight categories, 6 weight categories in the ladies. Just a little juggle around there with the gripping. Zhou Yuan trying to get her favourite grip. Four-minute contests. Well, we haven't seen, I think we've only seen one of the matches go time so far. This to go through to the semi-final. Soazo, a student studying telecommunications and engineering. So left against right stance here that you can see, right-handed Yuan, and Soazo is left, predominantly left as well. Oh, no score on the board so far. No penalties, no score. And just as I say that, Zhou gets a Judo up on the board, and that could cost her at the end of this contest. No score at the end of the contest, then it can go into a golden score. I haven't seen a golden score so far. Crowd very, very animated behind. Said that they're a very well-educated crowd. They really are. They love their judo. 3 million people practicing judo in Brazil. Just to give you an idea how many people that is, it's just 3.5 million people in the whole of Mongolia. Mongolia, very big judo nation. Uchimata, it's all over. Well, she looked for that. She was waiting for the line of attack there, and Soazo takes Zhou over, flat on her back there with force, and there was no doubt that that was an ippon. Well, that really is going to be an exciting couple of semi-finals and final in that under 70 kilos category, because they're all ippon people. 27 years of age, Naomi Soazo of Venezuela. And that was excellent stuff, it really was. Waited for the line of attack, pulls on the sleeve, Kazushi pulling action, very, very important, but also the lapel hand as well, because the lapel hand is what directs them onto their back. So a super ippon. And we already have our semi-finalists in the under 70 kilogram category. Now to the heavyweight ladies, plus 70 kilograms. Kachan of Belarus against Cristela Garcia of the United States of America. Garcia, a B1 classification. B1 meaning that she has no light perception in either eye. No ability to recognise shape at any distance at all. Kachan is a B3, so she has some light perception. Straight away into the attack. And a B1 is indicated with that yellow spot on the sleeve there that you can see. The referee knows that. And if they've got a yellow spot as well, it means that they are deaf as well. And then the referee has to touch and he has to direct. So brings them back to the middle, ready to start again. Athletes have to grip up, often a little juggling of grips there to find the one that's comfortable. Not just the one that's comfortable, but the one that is effective. Because that's what we fight for in judo, is the effective grip. So now they're outside of the area. Referee has already shouted mate, and back to the middle they come. Garcia, 7th in the Paralympic Games in 2012, 5th in the World Championships in 2010. That's going to be a score, I think. Yuko scored. Well, the referee gave a Wazari there. I think perhaps just a little bit too generous there with that score, but nevertheless, might be changed. Kachan ahead, needs to get that leg out in order to get the hold down. Can she get it out? Mate called. It was a counter technique. Alina Kachan just rotating her opponent, just using her own force against her. And it has been changed. Wazari down to a Yuko, makes a big difference. Yuko means that you can get that back a little bit easier than the Wazari. Drops down again onto her knees for the shoulder throw there, Garcia. And that was across the face. She was trying for the strangle. Anything across the face is immediate mate, and they'll stand them up. So again, trying with the shoulder throw, Garcia. Needs to get out of there, really. Not sure whether, well, we can't see from this angle here, whether she's got the strangle or whether she's trying for the strangle. So Kachan gets the ippon, she gets the submission from Garcia. She had her back to us then, we couldn't quite see it. We'll see it from the other angle in a second. Has to go underneath the chin. Garcia had to submit in the end. Well, this is the shoulder throw attempted by Garcia. strangle there from Kachan, and Kachan just manages to get the submission. Kachan through then. Second quarter-final in the plus 70 kilograms category. John Alimova of Uzbekistan against Mathwadi Nantharak of Thailand. Second place in the Asian Para Games. Nantharak. Alimova, second place also. In the Asian Para Games. So both of these should be an interesting match. Oh, it's all over. Just seconds that was, wasn't it? Nantharak was just defending. Talk about action-reaction there. Started to pull backwards. Alimova chased her, took a leg round the outside, and a massive ippon there with Osodagari. Well, that was over in seconds. Look how she pulls back there, trying to defend. Then she explodes off the back leg there. Osoto Otoshi. And action, reaction at its very best. Super throw, and she takes her cleanly on her back for the ippon. That takes her through to the semi-final. With the plus 70 kilograms. Plus 70 kilograms. And you can hear the crowd absolutely behind Silva de Almeida of Brazil. Here she comes. Second in Beijing. Fifth place in London, so she'll want to do better than that. Third place in the World Championships at Colorado Springs in 2014, though. This lady here, Chung Sarah from the USA. She has her work cut out, she knows that. Straight into the attack, it's going to be all over again. So another technique there, Oguruma, Taitoshi. It was a kind of a mixture, I think. Silva de Almeida of Brazil takes Chung down in seconds. Silva de Almeida took the opportunity there. Very, very confident with the gripping. Again, started the movement. Just sets it up with the small foot sweep. Taitoshi in the end. All hands that was. Takes the leg across. Look at the pulling action on the sleeve there. Directs her over with the direction hand. What we call Tewaza, and the crowd there absolutely loving it. Last quarter-final of the plus 70 kilograms. Mesmi Tasbag of Turkey against Yuan Yanping of the People's Republic of China. The gold medalist Yuan at the Paralympic Games in Beijing and also in London. So she is defending her Paralympic title. Look how strong she is, physically strong there. And the Turk goes into defense straight away. Big left hand right the way over the top. Left-handed fighter, Yuan. Just trying to set it up, set up the line. Immediately in defensive posture there. Takes her the other way and straight on top. Gets the Wazari for the technique. And straight into the hold down. Just needs to hold her for 15 seconds because she's already got the Wazari. Have a look at the clock. Look how it's ticking up there. Just needs to hold her there for the 15 seconds. And there's a possibility she's going to get out here. 14 seconds and she's out. So she gets a Yuko on the board. And now she's going to have to go through the whole process again. So she's trying for the arm lock this time. Has she got it? Wow, hats off, because Tasbag there defending very, very well. That really was fingernail stuff. Yuan Yanping thought she'd had it all sewn up, but it wasn't to be. What a fighter. Tasbag just says, I'm not going to give up yet. She's got a Wazari and a Yuko against her there. Yuan will have to go again. Big long grip, left-handed stance of Yuan, and then what she did, she changed to the other flank to throw her opponent. Well, again, heavyweight division, really going to give us some great matches. Taniotoshi there, and that was a massive ippon. Absolutely buried Tasbag. Flat on her back there. Doesn't get much bigger than that. Well, absolutely flying through the judo program this morning. We really are. Ippon is the name of the game, and it's ippon after ippon that we're getting in these heavyweight categories. Confirmation, Yuan Yanping. Big Taniotosh. That particular one drove her opponent over. She thought she had it all sewn up, but her opponent thought differently. And then just watch this again. She's going to go again on it. This time it is Taniotosh, and the leg comes right the way across, drives her opponent backwards. Beautifully taken. Massive ippon, and that puts her through to the semi-final. Oh, who can stop this lady? There's confirmation there, you can see it. Don't look at those as 111, look at them as individual scores there, all the way up. A Yuko, Wazari and an ippon. Oh, here we go. Silva then. This is the first time we will have seen him out here. Brazil against Iraq. So Silva de Araujo in white, he's wearing the white. And of Iraq is in blue. All of these matches being finished way before the time. There's another one, big Oguruma there, and Silva de Araujo is through. Massive technique. Wow, Ippon after Ippon, that's all I can say. Well, it was a massive technique. Have a look how he ties the leg up. Oguruma, flat on his back. Doesn't get any clearer than that. The speed in which he came across was terrific. It really was. Massive Ippon. Good control of the upper part of the body, and the crowd there say it all. Look at the delight on their faces. What a crowd to have behind you. Who can stop Silva de Araujo? Again, we've got to have some fantastic semi-finals. Everything about to happen. Semi-finals about to unfold. Jangelini Jimenez of Cuba. Here he is against Nadri of Iran. Well, if you want an idea of how big these guys are, just have a look at them next to the referee there. Jimenez of Cuba, 37 years of age. Third in London, Paralympic Games. Second in the World Championships. And that's exactly what he's got to do here. Nadri has to stay on the move, having his sleeve dominated. Left against right. Have a look at the W effect there from the legs. You can see that makes it awkward to hit the target. In Taekwondo, you'd call that an open stance. Different if you've got left against left or right against right. Each one of these fighters has the opposite foot forwards. And it makes it very difficult to hit the target. No attack yet from Nadri, nothing at all. This time, an attempt at a forward technique there from Jimenez. Jimenez, though, let go of the hands. Possibility of a Shido penalty here, I think. So a Shido penalty goes up to Nadri. Not attacking. Hasn't attacked at all. Zhou guy called every time they go close to the edge of the area. Just gives them warning, and then they turn back into the centre of the yellow area. Both B2 classification, so both got a little bit of perceptive sight, sometimes certain lights. Finals, the heavyweight division. Keeps letting go with that right hand, Jimenez. So every time they break, they have to come back to the middle, readjust their grips. It's not always the same grips that they're taking. The referee directs that. And then, as soon as they start, they readjust the grips, but they've got to keep two hands on. Well, very stiff arms from both, actually. Both physically very, very strong. You can see that. 5-minute contest for the men, so into the last 2 minutes here with these two. A bit of blood, might have to get that seen to by the doctor. So a tiny bit of blood, they have to go off the mat to the doctor. The doctor will try and stem the blood, but a bit of a strange one actually with blood. They can't stop it. You have two chances. If it's from the same place and they can't stop it, then the contest can be given to the other person. So quite often what happens is if it's very simple and they can stop it, fine. But just imagine that the heart's pumping, and sometimes if it's a cut and it's on the head, difficult to stop it, so they come back all wrapped up like a mummy, and they have to stop it, otherwise they lose the contest. So it's quite interesting, really. We haven't seen one of those yet. Something came flying off there. I think it was a little bit of tape. He's on fingers. And now he has to attack. Started to really attack here. Jimenez taking the fight to the Iranian. Now he's got to attack back. One penalty up to Nadri. Good attack. Now he's got a cross grip. Can't have a cross grip. He'll get a second penalty for that if he does it. Good attacking judo. There's the hooter that states it's 1 minute to go. They both know that. Well, it really is amazing attacking judo all the way through this event, over the 3 days. It's just been attack after attack after attack. Today, well, we've just seen ippon after ippon. Referee takes that little bit of tape that fell off earlier, keeps it as a souvenir. Well, both of the fighters absolutely giving it their all. That really was a terrific match. Heavyweight bout with everything in it. They were really going hammer and tong at each other, both attacking, and that man there, Nadri, gave it everything. It was just a Shido against him, actually, that cost him the match. So Jimenez is going to go into that semi-final with Silva de Araujo.
On mat 1, winner in blue, winner in white for Cuba.
Confirmation. Jimenez through to the semi-final. It was a good match. There wasn't an ippon, but there was a lot more. It was quite tactical, but they were both attacking, they were both going for it. Well, we've got a hero coming out now. Hayran Zakiev of Azerbaijan. Gold medalist in Beijing, gold medalist in Athens, third place in London. First place 2010 in the World Championships, fifth place in 2014. Here he is. Larger-than-life character, Zakiev. Saw him win a major tournament in Azerbaijan, and he pulled the Prime Minister, the President, onto the rostrum with him. And All the bodyguards didn't know what to do. It was quite a remarkable situation. Zakiev against Tuledibaev of Uzbekistan. Tuledibaev in blue and Zakiev in white. It's going to be a good one. Tuledibaev, of course, the current world champion from Colorado Springs. Huge Oguruma in the previous round. And now two big champions going toe-to-toe. Left and right. Zhou being shouted by the referee, just telling them that they're close to the edge. If they do walk just directly out, and the referee thinks that they've done it intentionally, then he will give them a Shido for it. Well, really doing well, a pair of them on the edge there, considering they've been on the edge for a long time. So first Shido goes up to Tuledibaev. I think he was just a little bit more passive than his opponent, Zakiev. Zakiev is a B1, and that's going to be a score, that, is it? No, he fell onto his back there, Zakiev. Trying to sacrifice his own weight. Started judo at 15 years of age, Zakiev. Says that his influence, motivation, or his children. So no major big techniques. We kind of expected this one to be a bit of a stalemate. And he tries it again, this time, oh, he's countered him backwards. That was a massive mistake there by Zakiev. Well, I'm not quite sure about the Ippon, but I'll have to have a look at that one back in slow motion. But it got taken backwards there, Zakiev. Tuledibaev. He's not moaning about it, that's for sure. Tuledibaev wins again by Ippon. And what great sportsmanship that was. Zakiev took it, he accepted it. Now he'll have to come back down in the repechage. Zakiev try and get the medal. Just have a look how he commits. Again, sacrifice, it's one of the problems with sacrifice there, and well, he tried to counter him in fact, but gets countered himself. A counter to a counter. Starts off with the Oso Tagari there from Tuledibaev. Zakiev tries to counter him, and then he gets countered himself. A counter to the counter. The last quarter-final in the men's 100 kilos category. Jack Hodgson, Great Britain. He knows that he's got a mountain to climb here because Kento Masaki, on good form, Paralympic champion in 2012, third in the World Championships. Hodgson is here to give him a fight. Hodgson in white and Masaki of Japan in blue. Heard, of course, that Masaki, massive throw in his first round match. They'll need to get two hands on, can't fight with one hand off. Big left hand over the top there from Masaki. Masaki all the time setting up. Zhou being called as they near the edge of the area. Got a cross grip there, Hodgson. Look at that, really taking the fight there to the Japanese. Great spirit there from Jack Hodgson. This would be a massive upset if he beats Masaki. Jump the gun, just that little bit there. Just takes the hand off straight away. He's going to get a Shido there, Masaki, for doing that. So gets a Shido straight away for snatching the grip off. Got to keep two hands on all the time. Again, big left hand over the top. Hodgson starting to move. Not phased at all, the fact that he's fighting the Paralympic champion, and he almost counters him there. He'll have to start initiating the techniques himself. Terry Oltoft, his coach, good friend, and also a great coach, doing a great job with Jack Hodgson. Needs to keep that hand off if he can. Masaki trying to dominate and tries to counter him again. Done his homework here, Hodgson. It's Tenri University. Masaki. Great judo tradition in Tenri. Well, Hodgson really standing up well here against the very experienced 29-year-old from Japan. Paralympic champion, and Hodgson just is not phased. Left-handed. Again manages to resist. Stops the counter. Trying to turn him now for the hold down. He's got to stay there, Hodgson. 2 minutes gone, and he looks a little bit rattled to me, Masaki. That's what happens with people. Good technique, proper technique. If you stop it, and especially if plan B doesn't work, then you've got to start thinking again. Well, he's got a nickname, Rapid Ralph. Not quite sure what that means, but I'm sure everybody from Grimsby Judo Club will be laughing with me. I'm sure they're going to tell me what it means as well. Well, again, trying to snap it off. Hodgson should have let him do it. Masaki dominating the head. Hodgson waiting for the counter-attack. There he is. Oh, he's going to be countered. He's caught, and he's Yuko Masaki catches him with the Oguruma, and now on top for the hold. Hosei Komi. Hodgson has to change his position. Masaki settles in. And he was doing so well, Jack Hodgson. He really was. The Paralympic champion from London just needs to hold him for the 20 seconds. He gets the ippon. He's through to the semi-final. Well, it's not the last that we're going to see of Jack Hodgson. I think that he's going to come back through the repechage. Good performance. Credit to this man, though. Kento Masaki of Japan, the defending champion, through to the semi-final in the plus 100 kilograms category. This is what started it. Starts the rotation. Oguruma onto the leg there. Hodgson had to go over. Landed onto his side. It started in. It went outside. So as long as it starts in, the referee will allow it to continue. Then he just readjusts his balance in groundwork. Holds him down for the 20 seconds. Confirmation, Masaki Kento of Japan through to the semi-final. We have some repechage final matches then. They have to win this repechage final match to, in fact, qualify for a chance to fight for third place. Breskovic of Croatia up against Natalie Greenhough. And Natalie Greenhough in blue. Four-minute contest for the ladies. And a good attack there from Greenhough, and she's straight into the hold down. Needs to get the leg out. Well, that was almost a score as well. Needs to tie up the top half to take that leg out. But she was straight in for the attack there. Natalie Greenhough opens up the attacking. The winner of this will fight for third place. 1 minute gone, and so far, Breskovic hasn't attacked. Strong left grip. Good attack there from Breskovic. Tries to turn her over onto her back. Minute and a half gone. And it's Greenhough that almost turns into the hold down this time. The referee allowing this to continue on the ground because it's progressive and it's almost scoring. So that will have taken a lot out of them. Sometimes the most difficult thing to do is to readjust your own jacket, make sure your belt's tied up. Forearms, don't forget, are absolutely screaming. Lactic acid pumped into the forearms, it's the first thing that goes in a judoka. That and the cardiovascular, the heart and the lungs, of course. So one Yuko up there. Breskovic has the Yuko. Well, defensive posture, really defending hard. And now Greenhough has to take the fight to Breskovic. Is this going to be a hold down? It could possibly be. Osai Komi, seconds ticking up. Now she secures the top half here. Greenhough is in trouble. It was a valiant effort, it really was. It was a really hard fight. She fought so hard. It's all over for Greenhough. Breskovic of Croatia will be fighting for bronze. Who that's going to be will be decided on the losing semi-finalists from the opposite half. Good fight from Natalie Greenhough. It's a valiant effort. She is a Paralympian. She will have enjoyed her time out there. This was the Yuko scored. Then manages to keep hold of that arm. Rotates her onto her back here. Upper part of the body, remember, not the lower part. Second repechage final in the under 70 kilograms. Rahimova of Uzbekistan, Zhou of the People's Republic of China. Zhou, third in London, Paralympic Games. She's going to be wearing blue this time. Gulru Rahimova of Uzbekistan, wearing white. Well, it looks to me as if Zhou is not going to be able to come out, either because of injury, but so the match is awarded by default to Rahimova, who will fight for third place. Well, that's a shame, always a shame. Zhou, obviously something happened there, preventing her from coming out. Repechage final matches. Garcia, Cristela, again, USA against Mathwaldi, Nantharak, and second chance to fight for medals. Both of these ladies will give it their all, I'm sure. Cristela Garcia of the USA. She's going to be wearing white. Nantharak of Thailand is wearing blue. She's been counted back. That's an immediate score there for the USA. USA scores. Yuko on the board. Nantharak came in for a technique, got taken backwards. And it's all over. That's going to be it's a Yuko given there. Maybe a little bit more than that, but second Yuko to Garcia. Takes her backwards. Now starting to climb on top. Can she get her on her back? She's going to try and hold her down on her back. She does. Tati Shihogatami is the name of the hold down, and she just secures it there. She's not going anywhere there. Look at the clock ticking up. She gets the submission, and it's all over. Nantharak had to submit. Cristela Garcia of the United States of America will be fighting for bronze. So this is what started it off there, just takes the legs away from her. That's the Yuko scored. Confirmation. She'll be fighting for third place. Sarah Chung of the USA against Tasbag, Turkey. This one then for the chance. This is a repechage final. Sarah Chung, the United States, in white, and Tasbag of Turkey in blue. That's going to be all over, is it? Wazari scored there. Nezmi Tasbag straight into the hold down. Just needs to hold it out for 15 seconds. She got a Wazari for the actual throw, and Tasbag is going to be through there for the bronze medal match. Sarah Chung. She has fought in the Paralympic Games. Great experience for her. Tewaza, in fact, it was all about using the hands there to direct Sarah Chung onto her back. Just a matter of time then. Just 15 seconds, because she already had the Wazari on the board, so Wazari Owazeti upon in the end. Well, the crowd having a great time. Really, it is all about entertainment, and that's what they're getting here. We're back to the men and the under 90 kilograms. Repechage. Jorge Parazuelo of Cuba against Alexander Nazarenko of the Ukraine. So just a little bit of a break in between, just gives us chance just to have a breather. The people that have just joined us, Paralympic Judo, all about the visually impaired. All B1, B2 and B3 classifications all in together. 7 weight categories for the men, 6 for the ladies.
On mat 1, we have the semi-finals for men under 90 kilos.
Área 1, semifinal da categoria masculina até 90 quilos.
Wearing the white judo before Cuba,
De judogue branco de Cuba,
Jorge Parazuelo. Wearing the blue judo before Ukraine,
de judogue azul da Ucrânia,
Alexander Nazarenko.
Semi-finals of the under 90 kilograms. Jorge Parazuelo of Cuba, Nazarenko of the Ukraine. Parazuelo in white and Nazarenko is in blue. Good feet there from Nazarenko. Look how physical these two are. You can see it, the power. Well, they've got to attack. Nazarenko at the moment looks extremely powerful, but has to attack. Good counter-attack there, this time from Parazuelo. Well, he's dangerous on the counter-attack, Parazuelo. So right-handed to right-handed. Nazarenko in danger, just about to say, of getting a penalty for not attacking. Tries to counter him, Parazuelo. Well, both of them not committing at all. Really, they have to start putting the attacks in, but you can see Parazuelo there just waiting. Both fighters, B3 classifications. But if anything, more sight than the other two classifications. Well, can they sustain this amount of power here going into this? B3 basically means that it involves low-level usable vision. They can catch certain lights, certain time, certain figures. So Shido goes to Razuelo. Shido penalty. Referee starting both fighters. Backside's in, but as soon as he shouts Hajime, of course, then they go into what we call jigatai, defensive posture. More of a defensive posture anyway. Well, he hasn't attacked yet, Nazarenko. Both of them scared to really commit. Coming up to the 3-minute mark. This then to get through to the final. Big Ashiwaza there, and a change of direction this time. Nazarenko, big feet. Uses the feet in order to break balance. Then he changed direction. So both trying to counter each other's techniques here. It's almost as if, well, afraid to lose rather than going out there to win this match. Zhou being called out. Can't afford to get a second penalty, the Cuban. Both of them looking for the same Ashiwaza, the same foot sweeps all the time, trying to counter each other as well. So Nazarenko gets a Shido, Razuelo gets a Shido, but Nazarenko has got two now. So there's the buzzer for the last minute. So dangerous with those feet, Nazarenko. Foot sweeps, obviously his main techniques. Each time Mate is called, they have to come to the middle, they have to grip up again. Referee shouting Zhou then, they were near the edge of the area. Amazing how they stay within the area. The Cuban is behind here now. He has 2 penalties up on the board. Nazarenko has 1. That could be the cost of this match at the end of it, but 29 seconds, we can see it change. Now trying to waste time on the floor. The Cuban desperate to get up. Hurazuelo there knows that he's wasting time. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Cuban knows. He knows that 6 seconds, very difficult to get a score back in that time. Last attempt, had to be. Wow, great attempt there from the Cuban. Hurazuelo there, giving his best. Nazarenko goes through to the final. It was a great match, it really was. A bit tactical, but then you'd expect that. Paralympic semi-final. Alexandro Nazarenko of the Ukraine goes through. Great attempt there, right at the very last second. But it wasn't enough. Hurazuelo will have to come back and fight for third. Confirmation, Jorge Hurazuelo had 2 penalties, so Nazarenko is the winner and he goes through. Second semi-final. Zviad Gokachuri of Georgia against D'Artagnan Crockett of the United States of America, and Gokachuri really is, well, he's one of the favourites in the category. Fights able-bodied as well. Fought in the Georgian Grand Slam tournament. Got a medal in it as well, able-bodied. So one of the favourites here for sure. D'Artagnan Crockett will have something to say about that. Semi-final, second semi-final of the under-90s. Straight into the attack there, look at that. Gokachuri straight away. Look how dangerous he is. Well, he's very, very physical, Gokachuri, but he has some great counter-attacks as well. Well, he can feel the danger now, that's for sure, Crockett. Crockett has to start putting some attacks in. Going to break the grips away, and they've got to keep hold, 2 grips, 2 hands on. Crockett gets the penalty, but he could feel the danger in there. This man here, Zviad Gokachuri of Georgia, he's a very dangerous, big thrower, massive thrower. Oh, it's going to be, is that an Ippon? Ippon given. Gokachuri, Oguruma just takes him over, rotates him over the side there, and Crockett rolled onto his back, so it's changed to a Wazari. Still got chance here now. Gokachuri will still have to do it again. Anything that rolls onto the back, remember, is not worthy of the Ippon. But it gets the Wazari. It's latching onto that leg. And again, just attacking both flanks. That's going to be another score there. It's a Yuko score, and now just turns Crockett onto his back there for the hold down, and I don't think he's going to get out of that. Look at the seconds ticking away, just needs 15-second hold down. 10 of those have gone already. He hasn't settled into the hold down properly yet. He's holding with his hands. It's all over. Gokachuri goes through to the final. Well, we suspected that he was going to be one of the favourites there, and he's right the way through there to the final. Sam Ingram will have to fight for the bronze. Latches on to the outside of the knee. Oguruma, look at that push there. Direction hand there, the lapel hand. They're going to the opposite flank. This time counters his opponent and finishes it on the ground. So great variation of techniques there. And the Georgian got to be very confident going in there against Nazarenko. So this time, as you heard, Brazilian on deck. Semi-finals of the under 70 kilograms. Nicolette Szabo in the white here against Martins Maldonado of Brazil. Semi-final of the Paralympic under 70 kilogram category. Under 70s for ladies. Both of them scoring nice ippons in the preliminary matches in the quarterfinals. Ippon, of course, is our main way of scoring. And a penalty up there to Szabo. So a Shido for Szabo for just walking outside of the area. Don't forget that the referee will give commands. Zhou is the command as they near the edge of the area. Well, this crowd really up for it. They really are, and to have one of their own in the final would be everything to them. Both turning left, both these fighters. Four-minute contest for the ladies. Straight away there, you can see that Maldonado just straight away down with the elbow there, just to try and control that lapel hand. And Szabo needs to put an attack in. She's already a Shido down halfway through the contest. That's going to be a counter, and that's a Wazari scored. She just rolled over there, Szabo. Is she on the arm now? Martins looking for the arm lock. Gonna fall back on the arm. Just manages to pull it in there, Szabo. Well, you've got to apply pressure to the either straight arm or the bent arm. And if you get the submission, it's all over. Strangle or arm lock for a submission. Hold them down for 20 seconds or to throw them on their back. That's the way we score the ippon. Into the last minute. The last minute buzzer. Well, the referee has stopped it, and it could possibly be a penalty here for Martins Maldonado. So she's too defensive, and she is just blocking Szabo out. She's got a score up, she knows that. She's into the last minute. Now she starts to attack, 30 seconds left. Sometimes to attack is the best form of defense, of course. Just dominating. Everybody here in this stadium, all the Brazilians, everybody pushing for her. Martins Maldonado just holding off. 5 seconds left on the clock. Counting the seconds down. Well, I wouldn't say she's pleased about that. She's through to the final. Well, this is where she nearly scores on the ground, nearly straightens the arm out. Should have gone into the elbow joint, actually. And that says it all, really, doesn't it? Kind of pleased, look at that. Somebody in there who's very, very happy. Szabo didn't quite have it. It was a Wazari score in the end that took Martin's Maldonado through to the final. Second semi-final then, the ladies under 70 kilograms. And we've got Alvarez of Mexico here against Soazo of Venezuela. Ruvalcaba, Alvarez, very, very confident. You can see how confident she is. She wants this so badly. Second in Beijing. There's a Wazari there, and it's Soazo that's caught her. She made a mistake there. Soazo, Paralympic Games champion from 2008, 5th in London, so it didn't go so well for her, Soazo. Seeing Aggie there, that was very, very low. Has she gone onto the arm here? This is a good match between these two. Alvarez going for it as well. She knows she's down at the moment. Both of them 5th place in London. Both fought for 3rd place, didn't get it. Tries a Makakomi there, Alvarez. Big screen, but didn't have full control of it at all. Soazo in the lead here. Rosario ahead. Grip's very, very important to judo. Look how they go in and out. They won't be able to do that too much, otherwise penalties will be given. Sometimes it's better to have the inside grip, sometimes better to have the outside grip. Still plenty of time here in this contest, and the Mexican not happy at all with the way Soazo is dropping. Well, definitely on the defensive here. Naomi Soazo defending at the moment, but she's got a long way to go yet. It's not even halfway through this contest. A long time to hold on to this. To turn in there, Alvarez. Well, Alvarez just wants to get on with this. You can see it in her face there that she a little bit frustrated with the tactics of Soazo. So as Shido goes up to Soazo. Coming up to the halfway mark. And that's going to be a Yuko, is it? I think a Yuko scored there from Soazo. Caught her as she came onto it. Alvarez came forwards. Drop Cianegi, drop shoulder throw, right the way underneath. Straight into the attack again. That's one of the things, is to attack straight off the hajime, off the gun. That's why they get them to stand with their hips close in, not in a defensive posture with the hips out. But of course, as soon as the hajime starts, as soon as the contest starts, the hips go out and they readjust balance. There's another shoulder throw. Cianagi, the favorite technique of Soazo. Well, that's going to be a good one. That was an excellent one. Wazari scored. And now directly into the hold down. And Soazo, 2 scores up. And now all of a sudden, she's in trouble here because I don't think she's going to let that go. Just needs to hold her. She does it. She holds her for the Wazari upon. And, well, Ruvalcaba Alvarez of Mexico absolutely turns it on Soazo. She was a Wazari and a Yuko down, and she'll reflect on this contest, Soazo, and wonder where it went wrong. Well, there were plenty of big scores in that match. And what can you say about that? This is what starts it off. Has a second stab there at Makikomi. Gets a Wazari directly into Kesekatami, which is one of our most basic hold downs here. Makura it is. And she just holds her for the other Wazari. That was great spirit, it really was. And Soazo will have to fight for bronze. Wow, semi-finals. Working our way through the semi-finals here on this third day of competition. Karaoke 3 has come alive, should I say. Kachan of Belarus is wearing white. Alimova of Uzbekistan wearing white, wearing blue. This then, first semi-final of the plus 70 kilograms. Is that going to be a score straight away? Almost countered her there, didn't she? Kachan, 22 years of age, B3 classification. So is Alimova of Uzbekistan. Semi-final of the plus 70 kilogram, the heavyweight ladies. After Ippon this morning session, this first session should I say. So 1 minute, should I say, gone. Oh, she's been countered, look at that, Wazari scored. And Alimova, she's the one that gets the score there because Kachan came in for a technique, it was her technique, but it was countered by Alimova. She was the first one to hit the deck. Score goes against them. Wazari then up to Alimova. This time drops to the left. Well, Kachan absolutely knows that she has to take the fight to Alimova. She knows what she's got to do. Kachan, the sports teacher. Trains at the Dynamo Club in Minsk. Well, she certainly seems to be the one initiating most of the techniques here, but it was just the counter technique from Alimova that took her over. Coaches having to shout just information that is useful to the fighters. Penalty given to Kachan then. Just trying to find out whether that was the right decision. Just a quick look at the corner judges. Kachan now has to come forwards. Big right hand of Kachan coming over the top. And now Alimova will have to do something. She's just defending all the time. She's struggling here. This is a good chance for Kachan to pull this back. Alimova is ahead. She's got to hold off almost half the contest though. Immediately, Hajime is called. They go into their posture or their position, the best one that is good for them for actually throwing their opponent. Keeps breaking the grips off. It's going to be a second Shido here for Alimova. Alimova really struggling here. She's ahead, but finding it really hard. Kachan needs to put her under pressure, keep up the attacks. This is the kind of contest that could just change. Saw the other one happen. And again, just drops onto her hands and knees, doesn't do anything. So really deserves to get another penalty on there, and then it would really open up this last minute. Alimova holding on to her lead. And the referee doesn't give it. So the buzzer sounds for the last minute. The referee stopping that. I don't know why. I think another penalty is about to go to Alimova. Well, that's the first time we've seen that here. We see it a lot. Able-bodied, but the coach asked to leave the chair because just too verbal. Too much information at the wrong time. So he will not, if she gets through to the final, he won't be able to sit in the chair. He's out now. A little bit too much excitement there for him. And he won't be able to shout either from the crowd. They'll stop that as well. For those of you that are thinking, well, just got a place there just opposite, so he could shout from there, but he won't be able to. Now the attacks. 45 seconds. Just defending all the time here, Alimova, not doing anything to attack whatsoever. So now she will get a third penalty, but is 29 seconds enough to get her disqualified? She was struggling almost 2 minutes from the end of the contest here. So one more penalty, it will be Honsokamaki disqualification. And if I was Kachan's coach, I think a small injection of pace would be needed. 22 seconds. And Alimova from Belarus just holding on here. Oh, she's countered it again. Wazari was Etiepon. Well, she had to go for it there, Kachan. She really did have to go for it. But Alimova was waiting for it. The one attack she does, and she scores a Wazari, a Etiepon. She scores the second Wazari. She's through to the final, but her coach will not be there with her. She really did have to go for it there. Arina Kachan did the right thing. She went for the big technique. She went for the big score. But in the end, Alimova of Uzbekistan. Huge pickup technique, takes her over for the second Wazari, and she is in the final. Well, if he tries to slip into the chair for the final, he will be severely reprimanded, I promise you. They won't allow him to do it. But she is in to the final. This is how it happened. Full commitment there from Kachan. This time, big counter technique there. Wazari scored for it, but she already had a Wazari, so two Wazaris make the Ippon. So great technique right at the, well, she could have almost been disqualified. She didn't do much, but what she did do, she did it big. Confirmation, Alimova, Uzbekistan goes through. Second semi-final of the ladies heavyweight plus 70 kilogram. And we've got Brazilian interest here. Silva de Almeida of Brazil wearing white. Yuan Jianping of People's Republic of China is in blue. And look at the power there, absolute power. Oh my goodness me, we've seen this so often. Just pile drives their head into the ground there and just drives her opponent over. It's going to be all over before it's even begun this. She's holding her down, and Well, didn't take any prisoners there. We've seen so many of the Chinese athletes do that. We call it the Hoover turnover, and just drives their head into the ground. They have to go over, otherwise their head, well, would be severely damaged. But didn't take any prisoners there, did she? Yuan through to the final. Silva de Almeida will still be fighting for third place. Well, she was straight into the attack, wasn't she? Look how physically strong she is. Pile drives the head in there. Well, it's turnover or else, and then just straight on top there for the hold down. Not the purest of techniques that I've seen, I have to say, but it was effective nonetheless. The Paralympic champion is going to be defending her London title. Men's under 100 kilograms, Sharipov against Tenero, and Tenero of Brazil has got the whole crowd behind him. Semi-final of the men's under 100 kilograms. Sharipov in white. Straight away into the attack there, Sharipov. Tenorio. He fires back, but look how physically strong he does look. Sharipov, his stance tells it all. Right against left. Sharipov, very extreme right-handed. And Tenorio has the whole crowd behind him and chanting his name. Well, he'll do well if he manages to turn him over from there. Well, yet again, we have a coach being removed. Crowd don't like it, but there are certain times when you can shout and certain times that you can't. And if you shout when you shouldn't be, then you are removed. Drops Cianagi this time from the Brazilian. Tenorio waiting for the right moment. Second part of the contest might be the best. So as Shido goes up to Shirin Sharapov, he gets a Shido for not attacking. Tries the Makikomi throw to the front, massive throw to the front, but didn't get the rotation. Very even, other than the penalty that's up there. 5-minute contest for the men. Two heaviest weight categories still to come. These are the two heaviest weight categories, should I say, the minus 100 kilograms and the plus 100 kilograms. Well, plenty of support there. No guesses as to who they're supporting. B1 classification, Tenorio. How can he get round the legs? Tenorio is a fighter. Well, he's trying to get the jacket around the neck. Sharapov. It's not going to happen. Well, what a fight. Semi-final. Gold medalist in Sydney, Athens, Beijing. In Sydney, he was actually under 90 kilograms, Tenorio, so he is a massive hero. First place in 86 kilograms in Atlanta as well. 45 years of age, Tenorio. Four golds and one bronze. He is the absolute medal winner in Paralympic history. Well, wouldn't it be something if he got through to yet another Paralympic final? Hasn't lost the Paralympic final. Oh, and he almost catches him. Is it going to happen? Almost caught him there. In for the counter-attack there, and well, Sharapov was going upwards in trajectory. The oldest competitor in this judo tournament, Tenorio. Second Shido goes up for Sharapov. Began judo at the age of 8. Wow, he took up para-judo at 21 years of age. Says the best achievement for him is winning 4 gold medals at Paralympic Games. Of course it would be. Well, we are seeing an absolute superstar here. If he goes through to this final, this crowd are going to erupt. To be able to represent in your own country is amazing, but if he does get to that final, he won't have a coach in the chair. Sharapov I'm talking about, of course. But still looking for the counter. 1 minute 37, still plenty of time. One Yuko on the board would change everything. Sometimes you get an absolute winner, and that's what he's used to doing, is winning. So now Sharapov goes into the attack. He'll have to get past that leg in order for, well, the last minute buzzer has just sounded. And I have to say that Tenorio looks to me as if he's struggling a little bit. Years of age. Turning back the clock. He is struggling. He needs to take his time here. He is a minute away. Well, he's already made history, but he's a minute away from absolute history. It will be his 5th final. Remember, it's not just the event, it's every 4 years, this event. Well, he took his time there, didn't he? That's the longest belt tie I've ever seen, but the referee just giving him a little bit of slack. And he's going to have to fight this last minute, I'm afraid. Doesn't like that big right hand of Sharapov. Sharapov going into the attack. Doing the right thing. He knows he's got to really take the fight to Tenorio. Trying to take a bit of the power there from Sharapov's right hand. Well, every play now is for a little bit of time here from Tenorio. So a Shido given to Tenorio. There's a third Shido up there to Sharapov. So 3 Shidos to 1. And this really is a play on time, almost for sure. Tactics now come into it. Winning the match is the most important thing. The absolute raw power of the Uzbek. Sharapov giving it his all. Antonio Tenorio of Brazil. "35 seconds away from his 5th Paralympic final. Can he do it? Can he hold off? Straight away trying to take the edge off that right lapel hand there, and he tries a Tomanagi there. He might get penalized for that. 27 seconds still to go, and there's drama here in karaoke 3. The whole crowd are silenced because they want their hero to go through. Of course they do. This is where it falls down a little bit, in is that referee putting the hands where he wants to see them, but I'm afraid that this could possibly be Sharapov out of this, and Tenorio will be through to the final. They're not letting each other grip up. They both want the advantageous grip. Now I wonder how they're going to do this. Semi-final, Antonio Tenorio already made history, but this would be absolutely phenomenal. One last chance. "27 seconds, and away they go. Needs a couple of good attacks here. Well, Sharapov obviously very frustrated here. It's not gone his way. Both fighters having to work very, very hard here. Valuable seconds ticking away every time. "17 seconds left. Brazil are in there with him. He can afford a penalty, actually. Just needs to block out with his arms. 5 seconds left. Oh, and he nearly gets a score there as well. He gets a Yuko, in fact, right on the bell, and he's through to the final yet again. It didn't happen for him in London, but it definitely happened here on home soil. And he's had 5 Olympic finals, Paralympic finals, 5 of them, and, well, can he win a 5th Olympic title? Can he do it? Had to be content with 3rd place in London, but that is absolutely amazing. What an unbelievable achievement that is. Look at this one for under pressure. Under pressure, and Sharapov comes forwards. Sumigaeshi takes him over, and he's into the final. Well, they've absolutely erupted in this stadium. They really have. Their hero is into the final again. Well, these two, which one of these going to be to join him? Choi Guan-jin of the Republic of Korea steps out in white. Fernandez Sastre of Cuba in blue. Fernandez, third place in the World Championships. And it was Choi who was the winner in London. So could it be Choi against Tenorio again? Wow, well, the crowd just about settling down just a little bit. Choi, the defending champion. He is the Paralympic champion. He's also the world champion in 2010. So a penalty up there for Fernandez. And straight away there, Makakomi, that's going to be it. Wazari scored. Well, that winding throw there controlled the arm completely there. Fernandez couldn't do anything about it. So Choi, left-handed technique. Well, the coach, of course he wants an ippon, but anything winding is a Wazari. So he obviously didn't get the memo, but anything winding, and that was very winding. Superb technique from Choi. Well, now Fernandez has it all to do. Goes for the same technique there, and he goes again. Didn't quite get the rotation this time. Didn't have enough control of the upper part of the body. B1 classification, Choi. That's the most extreme classification for visual impairment. Fernandez is B3. So Choi has total visual impairment. Well, Fernandez now will have to up the pace just that little bit, because Choi is first in every time. Now he starts. Oh, that's going to be another Wazari, is it? Wazari Wazeti upon, it is. Makakomi, the same technique, exactly the same, takes Fernandez over. So Choi will have a chance to defend his Paralympic title. Gold medal in London, here he is in the final. And what a job he's got there as well. Antonio Tenorio, the great Paralympic gold medalist, four-timer gold medalist, and now in his fifth final. Same technique, slightly different way in. Wraps up the arm, gets the rotation. Confirmation. Cho Guanjun, Republic of Korea, in the final of the men's minus 100 kilograms. Two semi-finals still to come, the heavyweights plus 100 kilograms. Silva de Araujo of Brazil in white. Jagelini Jimenez of Cuba in blue. Well, we saw some very, very fast Ippons in the heavyweight division. Are we going to see fast semi-finals? We've had some amazing Ippons, we really have. So left-handed, the Cuban, Jimenez. Right-handed, Silva de Araujo. Well, I think they're both going to go for the big techniques. Both scored big in the quarterfinals. It's amazing how on the last day medals can change, and that's going to be a Makakome, and he couldn't quite get the rotation, couldn't quite get the momentum there. Same technique we saw from Choi in the minus 100 kilograms. And once again, Silva de Araujo, B1 classification. Jimenez, a B2. Anybody joining us with the judo? Judo is all about visual impairment at the Paralympics. And a good change of direction there. That really was a good change of direction. Jimenez there goes to the Seoinage shoulder throw, changes the direction. So again, just trying to get the grip that is comfortable, the one that they can use. Tapping away at the legs, just trying to find out body positioning. That's a nice Seoinage again there from Jimenez. Good standing judo from these heavyweights. get round the outside of the leg this time. One of the things about, oh, that's it, it's all over, and the crowd erupt. That was superb, that Oguruma. Silva de Araujo is in the final. Just waited for the right moment. That's why they were tapping away at the legs. Trying to set up the right position. Well, they're chanting his name.
Vencedor na área 1 de judo branco do Brasil, Silva de Araujo.
Well, plenty of Brazilian interest in the medal matches a little bit later on. Watch how he just explodes over. Oguruma again. And great control of the upper part of the body there. Super technique. He resisted at the beginning, didn't he? But then in the end, Jimenez had to go over. Silva de Araujo in the final. Second semi-final, Hayran Tuledibaev of Uzbekistan against Masaki Kento of Japan. Tuledibaev is in white and Masaki in blue. Are we going to see a big technique to get through to the final to meet Silva de Araujo? Oh, we are! What a technique that was! Oh, it didn't even get off go. And that was Oguruma, exactly the same technique. And over he goes. Masaki, well, he could hardly get up after that. He hit the ground so hard. Paralympic champion goes over the top, and that was a tremendous technique there. Tuledibaev is in the final. Well, we've seen some amazing techniques, we really have. Oguruma again gets the direction there, and well, he did everything but break fall. Super technique, gets the drive, drives off the back leg, and the control he has, and well, I think coach there, not so happy. Look at the lack of emotion there, no emotion whatsoever. Almost in a day's work. Confirmation. Tuledibaev of Uzbekistan through to the final. We still have some matches on mat 1. Abdikalani of Azerbaijan against Alizadi. Not the Iranian in blue. 5-minute contest. Remember, the main aim here is to throw, and we've seen plenty of throwing in this tournament. We really have. Throw with impetus on the back, hold down for 20 seconds, slip there, arm lock or strangle for a submission. This then final repechage match in the minus 100 kilograms. Abdul Aklanli of Azerbaijan. Unusual technique, but penalty there goes to Alizadeh. Well, anybody's match, this one, quite even. Well, fight for grips all the time with these two, but neither one of them doing anything positive. Just one penalty at the moment. So a second penalty given to Alizadeh. One penalty given to the Azeri. Still plenty of time in this match, though, to go. Abdullah Kanli of Azerbaijan, 29 years of age. Oh, he touched the leg there. Alizadeh touched the leg. Possibility of disqualification here. Scoop the leg, and you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to touch the leg at all. Alizadeh, well, I noticed it, and not in the best position here. But anyway, looks like it's going to happen. So video referee will have a very close look at this just to see if it warrants disqualification. And I did point out earlier that it's something that a lot of judoka don't really agree with. They don't agree that just touching the leg, and it really was just something that was a natural movement for defense, touched the leg, but it could still warrant him being disqualified from this match. Tuledibaev just waiting, just ahead at the moment. Well, I think that they should just let them carry on. Good decision. So still nearly 3 minutes to go in this contest. Just have a look at their jiggling about there on the sleeve. Then they readjust to get what they want. Just chipping away at the legs there. You have to get some kind of movement with the ashiwaza, with the foot sweeps. Alizadeh has to start to put an attacking. He's just losing. There. Sori Surikomigoshi there, goes off the sleeve, hips across. Neither one really throwing caution to the wind. And I think if I was Alizadeh, I would be trying to open up the attacks. He's got two Shidos against him. Tuledibaev just ahead. So coming up to the 1 minute buzzer. Now they know. Alizadeh knows and has to do something. Uchimata this time. So this time an attack. Abdallah Kanli tries Yoko Toshi, so tries to take his opponent over the side. Well, each one of them wants a specific grip on that sleeve. .24 seconds left in this contest. Abdullah Kanali just ahead. Six seconds left. Just needs to block out now. The Azeri, Abdullah Kanali, just manages to hold off. He'll go through to fight for bronze. Hamid Alazadeh, it's the end of the road for him, 5th place.
To 31. Winner in white for Azerbaijan.
So a tough old match that. We have one more match left in this session. That was the touch of the leg. Touch of a leg is a touch of a leg. Well, just having a look at it there now. It wasn't so much just something that happened, but anyway, he got away with it. So a close match, just decided on penalties. Confirmation there. Abdullah Kanali, Azerbaijan, goes through to fight for 3rd place in the minus 100 kilos category. Final repechage match here. Ibrahim Belkapassi against Christopher Skelly, of Great Britain. Skelly was 7th in the World Championships, so wants to do better than that. He already has, but a medal fight would just be what he wanted. Belkapassi of Turkey in white, and Skelly is in blue. Skelly straight away there, trying to create space, straight in for the Tomonagi. So he has an idea what he wants to do, Skelly. Fighting hard on the ground there, Christopher Skelly. Belkapassi, physical, you can see that he's so physically strong. And I think that Skelly has to ride the storm. Now trying to create that little bit of space. Skelly, 23 years of age. Zhou being called all the time, needs to back it in to the center, and he does. So left against right situation, but that doesn't mean anything because that particular grip there from Belkapassi means that he's going to drop down to Skelly's right-hand side. So you'll have to watch the drop. Started to set him up there for Yoko Satemiwaza. Beluk Bessi. Judo goes up to him for not attacking, so it's only Skelly that's attacking at the moment. Member of the Grimsby Judo Club. Ian Johns in his corner. GB coach and doing a good job with the team. Skelly a little bit afraid there to go in, just feels the power there of the Turk. Like I said, sometimes you just have to ride the storm, let their power just start to go. Second part of the contest can be totally different. B2 classifications, Christopher Skelly. B3, Beluk Bessi. Again, Tomonagi attempt there from Skelly. The only one attacking, though, at the moment, and he's just ahead in this match. Still a long way to go yet, though. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left. Second Shido goes up to Beluk Bessi. Well, Beluk Bessi has to come forwards, but as we go on further into the contest, it'll get more difficult. That was a great Seanagi, though. Good shoulder throw from him. Christopher Skelly can't afford to start to ride those. He nearly let himself go over the top there. Needs to kill it dead. Ian John saying, kill the sleeve. What he means by that is to take the sleeve down, the lapel hand off Beluk Bessi, because that's what he needs to do his shoulder throw. That sleeve is the important thing, and there's a good Tomonagi there from Skelly. Skelly doing well. Beluk Bessi having to go forwards, trying to pin him on the ground. Well, that was very close. Broke his balance. When you do any kind of sacrifice techniques, you have to break their balance. Well, now it's all up to Beluk Bessi, because he's going to have to come forwards. He's having the sleeve pinned now, finding it difficult. Gonna have to go off that now. He's got hold of the belt there. Skelly needs to get his head up. Tries the same technique there, the Turk. Skelly forced to fight hard on the ground. Well, just over a minute left of this now. Skelly's going to have to do something. He's going to get a penalty here. Well, it will be 2 penalties to 1 after this. Well, that's interesting. The referee didn't pick up on it. Skelly gets away with it. So he could do with a couple of strong attacks now. Bassi needs to attack. If I was his coach, I'd be saying you need to go hard at it now. Into the last minute. Doesn't need to be down there, Bassi. Seconds ticking away here. So 33 seconds left of this contest. Last contest of this morning session. There he is. Ian Johns. Just giving the relative information. Sometimes too much information can be shouted. When you're out there in the middle, it's too much to take in. Kelly's going to get one of the penalties. A little bit late, but it's there anyway. 30 seconds now, 30 seconds of hard work. 30 seconds of hard work from both the athletes. He's going to drop again for the Tominagi, I think. I think the Turk pushing all the time. There it is. Now just needs to keep it tight. 10 seconds to go. So 6 seconds left now. Nothing silly from Skelly, and he'll be fighting for 3rd place at this Paralympic Games. Bassi is going to make one last big attempt there at a throw. Oh, but Skelly gets the score as well. That was a Yuko score, I think. What a match there for Skelly to win. And a great attack there. Look at the British supporters up there, right behind this British squad. Chris Skelly wins this repechage final match. He'll be fighting for 3rd place. Well, tactically, very, very good. He really did play a good match. He was against a very, very strong Turk. And in the end, that Tominagi, that was as close to a score as you can get, wasn't it? Great stuff from Skelly. We'll see him later on. in the medal matches. Well, full of the whole thing. Skelly, bit of charisma about him, bit of character, which is good. That's what we want. There's the British support. Travelled a long way to see him. Other British interest as well in the evening session, with Sam Ingram fighting for third. So 2 medal chances for Great Britain. Well, this crowd really have had an amazing morning's judo. We've seen some great ippons, we really have. And now we can prepare for the medal matches a little bit later on. Well, some great judo, some very interesting matches, drama, and all the rest. It's been brilliant. The last session of this judo tournament is all about medals. Every fight is a fight for Paralympic glory, and I'm going to be back later, so join me then